There are currently 582 multiplayer games on sale on the Switch right now, but I went through them and found the best ones for you to pick up right now, and most of these sales end around the 3rd of January, so pick them up quick. Struggling is on sale for $4.49, and this is the weirdest, quirkiest 2D platformer you will ever play, especially playing in co-op. Each of you will control one arm of this grotesque monster, and it is absolute mayhem. It goes through fleshy platforming stages, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Do yourself a favor and pick it up if you can handle this fleshy tone of game. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is on sale for $2.99, and this game is absolutely fantastic. It is a very emotional, story-based game without any text or voiceover at all, and it tells the story all through the music and the cutscenes that you get to see of these two brothers working to save their father, and they go through all of these different challenges along the way. It originally was a solo game, but is now made into co-op only on the Switch, so if you want something emotional and memorable, then pick it up. This is a quick one here. Big Buck Hunter Arcade is $3.99, and this is a fun little gag game to pick up. It's not going to get you a ton of hours, but I remember Carly and I picked it up the year we got married or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but we picked it up on the PlayStation, had a ton of fun on New Year's night just playing this together, and it's a blast that we remember to this day. You've seen this game in any arcade you've ever been to, or movie theaters is where I saw it growing up. It's that one where you shoot the bucks and stuff. It's super fun. But again, you're not going to get a ton of hours because it does get old fairly quickly. Superbox Land Demake is on sale for $2.49. Now, this is a game that I have not played, but it basically looks like those little puzzles in Pokemon where you have to like slide the boulders around in order to get through, but that's the entire game, is you're moving boxes around in order to solve the puzzle and get through to the next area. Ember Knights is $14.99, and this is probably one of the best games, if not the best co-op game we have played this year. This is a roguelite that has you playing as little flame characters. You get to go through and get all sorts of different power-ups and just continue pushing and pushing through the levels and getting better and better at them and upgrading your character and unlocking new weapons and all sorts of different things until eventually you can beat the game. Now, I will mention that we have about 20 hours in the game right now and have yet to beat it. We've made it to the end several times, but just can't beat that final boss yet. But this game is super fun. If you're up for the challenge, definitely go pick it up. If you already have Ember Knights, then Wizard of Legend might be an option for you. We have not played this one, but it is apparently a decent enough roguelite that supports local multiplayer, so if you're looking for another roguelite, then check out Wizard of Legend. The Adventure Pals is $2.99. Now, this one is a little bit more of a childish adventure. We have not played it, but I am looking on picking it up as soon as we manage to get ourselves the Nintendo Switch gift cards from Costco, so we can save ourselves just a little bit more of that moolah. This is a very linear 2D platformer that has you playing as a little boy trying to rescue the world or something. It looks like fun, but I have heard that it is a little bit on the lower level of difficulty, so perhaps it's something to play with a son or a daughter, or maybe a girlfriend or boyfriend that's not particularly good at video games. It Takes Two is worth every single penny at its full price. Currently, it is 50% off at $19.99, though I do see this sale fairly often. There's not really any reason to not pick it up. This is a 3D platformer that takes you through all sorts of different genres of games. It's about the perfect game to pick up to introduce a spouse or girlfriend or significant other to gaming, because it is not too difficult, and it does take you through quite a few different little genres like fighting games, top-down hack and slash type games, and the majority of it is a platformer. It's about a couple on the verge of divorce and their journey to possibly mend their relationship. If you do not have it, please pick it up. Falling Out is on sale for $7.49. Now, this is a little bit of a tougher game. Carly and I were not the biggest fans of it, but I think that's more the genre, and it was a little too difficult for us. But this is kind of like a 2D platformer with a lot more challenge blended into it. You play through this roguelike game as a couple going through like deserted temples and stuff. It's done really well, it just is a little difficult as a roguelite. Cat Quest 2 is on sale for $4.94. This is another one that we are definitely going to be picking up for ourselves, as I've wanted to play this one forever, but just never seemed to get around to it. So as soon as that Costco gift card hits our Nintendo account, this one's getting downloaded. This is an action RPG where you play as a cat and work together to fight off all sorts of different monsters and go through the map, fight baddies, and do quests and all of that sort of thing. Again, I haven't played it, but I've heard very good things. Vitamin Connection is on sale for $9.99. Again, this is one that we haven't played. It does have a demo, which we're going to be looking at playing before we do buy it ourselves, but if that turns out well, we will be picking it up. This one is a little bit more childish to my understanding and has you playing as like a vitamin capsule, going through the insides of this sick family and healing them by solving puzzles and blasting things and doing all sorts of different things. It's kind of like a 2D platformer puzzle game. Nobody Saves the World is another game that is worth every single penny of its full price, and currently it is on sale for $9.99 or 60% off. Definitely do yourself a favor and pick this one up. This is an action RPG that has you playing top down, and you get to transform into all sorts of different animals and monsters and classes as you unlock them to use them to do the different things that you need to do. There's dungeons to crawl through, there's quests to complete, there's aliens to interact with who are pretending to not be aliens. It is a goofy story and a fantastic time that we are currently debating about playing through for our second time. Shift Happens is on sale for $1.99, and this is a definite pickup at this price, probably even at the standard $15 price. I would recommend picking this one up. It is a fantastic 2D platformer with a lot of puzzle elements. Basically, your two characters can swap their masks so that one gets bigger and one gets smaller, and you use that to solve all sorts of different puzzles and throw each other around and press buttons. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Portal, but in a 2D platformer situation. I will mention it was sometimes a little difficult to get like all 3 stars in a level, so if you have problems with that, just keep going without them. Pizza Possum is currently on sale for $5.59. Now this is a wacky game that we intend to pick up. We have yet to play it, but basically you play as these possums that are trying to eat as much food as possible while avoiding getting caught by the dogs. It's a fairly short game, but it's also $5.99. So if it sounds interesting, if it looks interesting, then definitely go pick it up. Okay folks, here is another game that is worth every single penny. Escape Academy, the complete collection. Now this is currently $22.49. I don't know if the original game is on sale on its own, but the DLC is great as well. This is an escape room in digital form. You get to work together to find clues and solve puzzles to escape the various different rooms, and it has a story. While not the most entertaining story, it is pretty interesting to play through and learn all of the things that are going on as you work your way through this escape academy to become the escapists. Chippy and Noppo is a fun game. Unfortunately, the sale ends in 10 hours from when I'm recording this, so it's already ended, but if you want a fun game, go pick up Chippy and Noppo. I just put it in here because it's a new game that we picked up where you get to like build things kind of like Legos, and it's really fun to do, so check it out. Blanc is on sale for $7.49. This is a very interesting, about 3-hour long game where you play as a wolf cub and a fawn and work your way through a winter storm trying to make it back to your families. The whole game is in black and white, and similar to Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, the game drives the story with cutscenes and with emotional music. We personally prefer Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, but if you're into this type of story-driven, emotional game with no dialogue, then pick them both up because they're both pretty good games. Big Farm Story is on sale for $17.49. Now, this is a game that I have not played, that I really don't know anything about. I literally found it while scrolling through the eShop to make this video, but it looked pretty interesting. Now, I did dive into the co-op, and it looks like in the co-op game, you're going to play as the dog. The second player is going to play as the dog or the pet, because you can change pets. Now, the pet does have quite a few things that it can actually do, but I don't know how it compares to the amount of things that player one can do. But if you really like farming games like Stardew Valley, like Animal Crossing, like Harvest Moon, then this might be one for you and your significant other to play together. 2D and Top D is on sale for $1.99. Now this is a fantastic 2D top-down puzzler game. It's really fun. So while it is 2 players, it is also made so that you can play it with just 1 player. So you actually kind of end up taking turns, but one of you plays as 2D, one of you plays as top D. 2D plays in a 2D plane, and top D plays in a top-down plane, and basically you swap between those two planes of video game in order to solve puzzles together. It's really intriguing and really fun if you have the patience for kind of swapping back and forth and taking turns. Mari and Bayou the Road Home is on sale for $10.19. This sale actually lasts until the 6th, so you have a little bit longer to look into this game. Now, I wasn't actually able to find a whole bunch of information about this one, but it's a 2D platformer that looks pretty interesting. You play as an ant and like a fly or a bee or light bug or something, and you both have different abilities that you get to work together. And again, it's made so that one person can play, so you can swap between them in solo play, but you actually get to each control your own character in the co-op mode and work together to solve all of the puzzles. I have not played it. I don't know how good it actually is, but it looked interesting. It looks very pretty, and it's one that is on our list to pick up once that Costco card gets here. Now, this next one is on sale for 25% off, and that is the shirts from the coopstop.com. We have a bunch of fantastic co-op game based shirts that you can pick up for 25% off right now. The code is automatically applied for you at checkout, so go to the coopstop.com to check out these shirts. You got some controllers holding hands, some Joy-Con-esque things, and it's a fantastic sale just for you guys for the holidays. Again, that's the coopstop.com, and that's the sponsor of this video, which is us. Thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you for a fantastic year. Loop Index is on sale for $1.99 right now, and this game, while originally cheap, is definitely worth that $2 price point. This is a very interesting puzzle game where you work together as two robots and have to solve all of these different puzzles. You got to step on buttons. It's basically like going through a Team Rocket hideout in Pokemon Fire Red. If you ever did that, that's what this is, except the entire game is those types of puzzles. And there's also some very fun boss fights and stuff, though the very last boss fight in the game we have yet to beat had a ton of difficulty with it. So if you get to that point, just go ahead and stop, because it's kind of infuriating. Fogs is on sale for $9.99. This is another game that we have personally not played, but it is on so many of the best co-op game lists out there, and we're going to be picking it up on the sale and checking it out for ourselves. This game basically has you playing as two dogs that are like conjoined together, and I don't really know a whole lot more about that, so hopefully you can tell from the footage that's going on right now. Personally, I wanted to leave this until we can play it ourselves rather than spoiling it for myself right now by doing more research, because I'm trying to get this video out to you as soon as I possibly can. Chicory, A Colorful Tale is on sale for $9.99. Now, this is a game I just came across today. It looks like a very cozy, relaxed kind of game. Basically, the world is like black and white, and you get to take a paintbrush and bring color to the world and solve puzzles and stuff. It was hard for me to get a grasp of exactly what's going on in this game, but it looks to be a fun co-op game that we are definitely picking up as well once that Costco card gets here. So if you're interested in painting the world and figuring out what's going on in this world of color that needs its color brought back, go pick it up. Oh yeah, as always with all of our videos, the links for these games are going to be in the description to make it easier for you to go pick up. Lego 2K Drive is on sale for $19.79. Now, this one is a fun looking racing game with Legos. It looks like a ton of fun. I haven't done a bunch of research since it released, but it looks like you got to like switch your cars around and build your cars and do all sorts of different things, and I'm very excited to eventually pick it up for us, though this sale might be a little too big because Lego games do actually tend to drop in price fairly fast, so I'm holding out for a better price on this one. But while we're on the topic of the Lego games, just look for any Lego game you want. It is probably on sale, and it's probably super cheap, and Lego games tend to be absolutely fantastic co-op games, so definitely do that as well. On the topic of games that are just on sale right now, the Borderlands games, I have never played them, but they obviously have a cult following. They are really good games. They're just rated M. But if you're looking for a shooter, go and look up for the Borderlands games, because I did notice that they are on sale as well. Another game that is worth every single penny of the sale price, maybe not the full price, because if you really want to get this game for cheap, you can get it on Steam. But right now, Portal Companion Collection is on sale for $6.79 on the Switch right now. This contains Portal and Portal 2, and Portal 2 is famously one of the best co-op games ever made. It has mind-blowing puzzles where you use a portal gun, and just look it up. It is fantastic. It is first person, so if you have motion sickness, that might not be the best for you, but definitely do yourself a favor and look into the Portal Companion Collection because it's great. Cassette Beasts is currently on sale for $14.99. Now, this is one that we have not picked up. I've talked about it several times on our channel for our multiplayer minute videos, and we're actually going to pick it up while it's on sale right now because we've been wanting it and the developers just have not responded to our emails. So Cassette Beasts is kind of like the co-op Pokemon game that everybody has always wanted, except it's something to do with cassettes and like spirits, or I don't exactly know, but it's a story-based game with Pokemon-like elements that is cooperative. So definitely go check it out if you're interested, and we're going to be picking this one up for ourselves. Let's Cook Together is on sale for $4.99 right now. Now, this game I have not played. It looks kind of like an Overcooked-like game. You know, that cooking in the kitchen, working together, having to yell at each other to check on the stove and make sure things aren't on fire, and all of that good old type of stuff. So definitely go ahead and check out Let's Cook Together if you're wanting some more of that Overcooked style of gameplay. The fact that you watched this video means that you're going to love this video right here, where we talk about 10 of the best multiplayer games for $15. If you are looking for fantastic games for cheap, then this video has got you covered. Go ahead and click on it. I can't wait to see you over there. Bye-bye.